What are you waiting for? Do it!
I'm reminded that English is a flawed language every time I'm forced to use that in a sentence. All the good faith that I had no effect on the outcome of that sentence. Me, eating Thanksgiving dinner alone and deciding not to socialize. Aunt, I can tell that no one likes you. Me, but you can't tell your kids who their daddies. Me. Everyone else at the dinner. Why does it look like Snoop? You demanded it, we listened. Vegan options are here. Enjoy this organic rosemary while we carve into this savory prime rib. Sometimes I think about the guy at my poker table in Vegas who was kicked out after the pit boss said he was too drunk. High bar. Security came over, asked him to say the alphabet starting with M and he replied, "Malphabet." He was escorted out of the room. Still confused as to why I need to put my cake in the oven at 120 degrees. No one. Traffic lights. Selena stop Mez. Selena wait Mez. Selena Gomez. Water cooling my house. Water cooling net cafes in Asia. Alright, no problem. Thanks dude. Do you have a girlfriend? Yep. Bring her my place, we would do What the F bro? Don't worry. I won't touch your girl. UK versus USA. At my funeral, please take the bouquet off my casket and throw it in the crowd to see who is next. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the fact that Pooh has just shoved the equivalent of his own internal organs back into his body like it was no big deal. No bothers were given that day. No bothers given. No bothers. I believe Japan doesn't yet understand Christmas. I wonder if he's thinking of me. If I don't lift this, I'm gay and my whole family lies. There are no coincidences. Neil Armstrong was the first person to land on the moon. Neil lay backwards is alien. FBI, delete that shit right now. IQ test came back negative. God is good. I like my inner shaved ladies. Then shave your inner Daniel. No matter how poor you think you are, if you have a family you have no chance of getting out of poverty. I couldn't find this little girl's parents, so I trapped her with dinosaurs so she wouldn't run off while I find them. Oh, you are in a band. What instrument do you play? The shotgun. Hey, if you don't stop crying I'll give you something to cry about. Okay, I warned you. My boyfriend's family is so against us dating. Who are they to stop you? His wife and kids. Dad takes his 9-year-old son to Liverpool Hooters after he gets good school report. While googling very few letters are as important as the Arangari old man. When you lose your red hat and now everyone thinks you are on Jeremy. Your new commercial with the two dads makes me sick. Customer service. Hi Kim, if you're feeling sick we suggest enjoying a delicious can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Make sure to enjoy it hot so that it can help warm up your cold bed heart. Peter Parker, I'll always protect you. Gwen Stacy. Two sisters have twins from the same man on the same day. Female dragonflies will fake their own to avoid with unwanted males. Sonic lets eat children. Chili dogs. When he gets a little too carried away and forgets you need to breathe. Since Twitter is dying, what are your confessions? Hit and run. Never looked back. Straight over her body at 64 miles per hour. You're really not lying, are you? Phew. It's hard work dungeon copping. I need a stamina potion. Gosh darn, it's stuck. Okay, come here you little rascal. Teehee, oh boy. Nice try Frank. Or come on man. The Duchess of Cambridge showcases shorter hair. This Justin. Hair grows and then some people cut it. Who knew? People who don't know. People who know. Hey. Just so you know I'm not gay or anything. This is Grindr my guy. I guess people who are lactose intolerant can't walk down the effing dairy aisle. I'm just looking. Girls give me headaches. Boys give me. Her hair looks like half chewed shrimp shells and her teeth looks like the reason why the shrimp shells are half chewed. They'll call anime weird then watch YouTube videos like this. Why is there a red line at the bottom, bro? Kowalski. Joe Biden is not my president. What are you, some kind of Trump supporter? No, I live in Hong Kong. Why is it so damn cold today? That's what happens when you go out dressed like a You're trapped in a hallway with Darth Vader. Your birth month is the only one who can protect you. What are your chances of survival? Mesa Reeft. I knew joining the military could have meant having to learn a new language. I just didn't think it would be Braille. He sure didn't see that coming. The villains that Captain Jack Sparrow defeated. I'm going to start a false crime podcast where I explain crimes that never actually happened. I'm going to do the crimes you explain, forcing you into having a true crime podcast. There's a young black guy sitting next to me on this flight. His phone rang and it said, "Baby doll, I dare him to try to holler and say he's single." How can someone be minding his business? You invade his privacy and assume he wants to talk to you, then make up a scenario in your head and be offended in advance. Is everything alright with you, dear? Someday, I will go to hospital to sell my kidney and buy a plane ticket to Japan. Mom asks me what I'm watching. I tell her because it's easier to explain. When your dream has a better story than any Netflix show but you wake up from it. Let's make things interesting. If I win we are gonna have X, and if you win you'll have X with me. Ah yes, the negotiator. Love you, Bruno. Bruno Mars. Thank you, Bahrain. When you sneeze in Argentina and an old man says Gesundheit. Who got away with ladder? That should be in prison right now. That Japanese guy who that poor girl in France back in the day. He's now a minor celebrity in Japan that's released books and, believe it or not, is also a food critic of sorts. IRC. Edit. Issei Sagawa. This happens when you nuke a country twice. The largest producers of Swiss cheese in the world. Not Switzerland. Switzerland. Him as platooning. 2 floor. Your room. Kitchen. Your mother sleeps in the kitchen. Huh, this effer is clueless that I have been effing his best friend. Him. Why does her tastes like Steve's D? If you ever feel useless, just look at this picture of John Cena wearing camouflage. Donating an organ equals plus 100 points. Having an extra kid equals minus 40 points. I seem to have found a way to exploit the system. Is best. Stepsister is best. Amateurs. What was that, punk? Amateurs. Women, hear me out. What if instead of the entire body of your husband, remove the femur bone and turn it into a well toy for you know what purpose, so even in he's still with you and able to you. Hello caster, you're quite good at me on. You should probably ignore that. Alrighty then, who's ready to see my I'm ready, I'm ready. But if we hold hands, then we could end up producing an heir, wouldn't we? No dog belongs outdoors this winter. They belong in my stomach. You location. Oh yeah, cause I am. Squid Game. Create a law for my character. She hates people. Please do not flush anything other than toilet paper. Thank you. Me on the floor. Good soldiers follow orders. Father, mother, I'm sorry for being born. I love my family so much I just want to lick all their faces. Lick your first. Anime girl, take me cun. I want us to be together. I want 2 to 5 kids and I want us to lie together on the same day. Now put your D in me right now. Male MC. What could she possibly mean by that? How did you end up in poverty? Gamble. Drugs. I left the light on. You have got a talented tongue. The internet has ruined me. Every girl likes a finger in her. Mom unheart this she now. When I'm in shops, security follows me to make sure I'm safe. I'm glad we are being valued now. Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech in America? Apple choosing where they do and don't want to advertise is free speech. Why do you hate the free market? Me hiding from my teacher while at the grocery store. My preference is for a girlfriend. Is a girl optional? Can never go wrong with that. Alive optional. Above room temperature. Otherwise you have to microwave them first and that's just too much effort. A Russian hacker named Tintin put leaked pictures of Russia's presidential candidates for the 2024 elections. A Texas couple left their children home alone to go get some pizza. When they had returned, the kids were all crying and pointing toward the kitchen. The oven had been turned on and was knocked over. When the father stood the oven up, his 1-year-old daughter came tumbling out. She was cooked to death. Why would they need pizza if they already had something to eat in the oven? When my 25-year-old son was 3 or 4, I took him to use a urinal in the men's room of our favorite restaurant. My son looked over at a guy standing several urinals down, so I nudged him to stop gawking and he yelled, "Hey daddy, his is little like mine." You have most likely baited to someone who has already lied. Until next time friends. Cooking with say Yuddy Wang. The rich, why don't the poor just make some moves in their lives to get themselves out of poverty? People in poverty. Daddy, why is my sister named Florence? Because we kept her in Florence, Italy. Thanks Dad. You're welcome. Backseat. Found my grandfather's electrician uniform from World War II. His uniform had 2 lightning bolts on the collar. Counts dropped by 62% worldwide. A world with no children. Future generations will thank us. A new portable car exhaust grill that's heated by your vehicle's emissions. Look how beautiful my sister looks. Simply glowing. I have literally been staring at these photos for hours. When you realize 2009 was 23 years ago. I wonder why the cop pulled him over. To sorry, I only like tall girls. Taller. Perfect. Oh yes. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Attractive loner equals mysterious. Ugly loner equals creepy. December next week. Time flies by when your life is falling apart. What are you doing, Toko senpai? Oh, just an innocent photo. Tonight she'll be thirsting for me. My wife, my daughter and my grandson sitting on Santa's lap, 60 years apart. I read that as 6 years apart and was like, hold up. My p is cold, can I warm it inside you? When you're walking home and come across I shouldn't. Unnatural hair colors in women are a warning signal to stay away. It's an example aposematism, the phenomenon of poisonous animals in nature advertising their toxicity and lethality. Aposematism is there to warn off predators, not soul partners. If you're repelled by it, it's working. I just want to chill and do nothing for the rest of my life. I wish I could help you, Basil, but I'm a family doctor and you're an orphan. Miami man with no arms charged with being Chicago tourist. Tooth fairies are a smaller and friendlier subspecies of the larger and much more hostile bone fairies. Thank you for this bespoke nightmare. Bro, forget that. How much money do I get for a femur under my pillow? 1 minute you're defending the whole galaxy, and suddenly you find yourself down Darjeeling with Marie Antoinette and her little sister. Marie Antoinette and her little sister. I get it. I finally get the joke. I don't get it. They both lost their heads. Oh god. When you're 3 but just sold your first house. I'm genuinely sorry that your life has gone in such a way that you're so angry and spiteful, but 2 wrongs don't make a right, as it were. B, you don't know me at all. And for that I'm thankful. I hope happy people with social lives all explode. My BF and I had a fight earlier today, but he still downloaded the series I had mentioned randomly in a passing conversation that even I forgot about. I wanted to watch and left it on the TV for me to binge over the weekend. My son stayed 2 hours after college yesterday and today to help a girl who was falling behind in her engineering work because English is not her first language. He said he's going to stay behind every day until she's caught up to the rest of the class. Watching two guys have a knife fight in the Waffle House parking lot at 3 AM. The food, the atmosphere, everything's flawless. If citizens in movies were smart, they would be able to put 2 and 2 together and figure out a hero's identity. But sadly, people in movies have a lower IQ than the amount of times a Discord mod touches grass yearly. At work with a call me a hard worker. Why do we say have X? It doesn't make sense. We don't say have dance or have run, we should say I'm going effing or something. Imagine how slow the rest of your dads had to be so that you somehow ended up the winner. One Godzilla, one jar. F zodiac signs. How do you like to eat eggs? Scrambled, illegally hunted, sunny side up, fried, soft boil, hard boil, mature. The blockchain in real life. Me to my friend. What just happened can never happen again and you can't tell anyone. My friend who just witnessed me drive through a mall. Take your age and add 10. That will be your age in 10 years. What's your opinion on X? It can make your whole week or your whole week. Or your whole week for a whole week. Started working in a metal workshop. A much more experienced employee worked on lathe with long sleeves. I asked if it is safe, he told me to F off. Didn't talk to him since. 3 weeks later I saw him again on the shop floor, and on the shop wall, and a bit on the ceiling. Did you go to each part of him to say I told you so, or did you settle for just telling the biggest chunk? Give man a good meal and he won't be hungry for a day or two. Give a man a dose of and he won't be hungry for the rest of his life. You have $250 to buy a waifu. Buy Vankov, sell his, buy the other 3. California survivor also survived Vegas. If I ever see him at an event I'm running out immediately. Final Destination energy. We're out of food. Don't worry, I know exactly what to do from being poor. You ordered another succubus, didn't you? It's Black Friday, I would be stupid not to take the deal they offered. Why do you care? Idiot, you and your deals, even when you know my panties are always 100% off. My husband's mother used to while feeding, like during the actual feeding. Did she use the baby's soft spot as an array? We look so much like a couple here, ha 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 ha. A couple of besties. I'm toxic as if I'll ruin your life, then play victim. What is my sign? I think that's a sign of mental illness. What if peanut allergies are God's way of chilling people? Why else would God make something as common as a peanut their kryptonite? And why didn't God give a peanut allergy? Would have been an easy way to prevent the heart. Those men over there are both with your wife. Over there, but that's a mirror. Tesla team just completed a 500-mile drive with a Tesla Semi weighing in at 81,000 pounds. I believe Tesla can be the first manufacturer to ever make a truck fly if they get rid of the 81,000 plus pounds of the absurdly dense concentrated mass that is your bed weight. My kid cousin filled his with water from one of these and then she the water on this girl he liked. It was great. When she takes you back to her place and you notice some red flags but you play it off cause you already in love. I feel very welcome here.
Spare change, ma'am.